the foundation of all results. Let's break down one of the most fundamental principles in all nutrition, and that's the calorie balance equation. Now, calorie balance simply refers to the relationship between how many calories you take in and how many calories you burn each day. Now, if you're in a hypocaloric diet, meaning you're burning more calories than you're consuming, your body somehow has to make up that energy difference. It does that by breaking down tissue. That tissue is often fat, body fat, but it can also be muscle, especially if you're not training or recovering properly. You might not notice the difference in a single day, but give the deficit or build a few weeks, then the results will become more visible on the scale and in the mirror and or the gym. That is why being consistent is what really matters. On the other hand, if you're eating exactly as much as you're burning, you're in what's called an isocaloric state. You're maintaining your weight. Now sure, day to day this balance might fluctuate, but over time, if your weekly average stays consistent, your weight will stay stable. But what happens when you consistently eat more than you burn? That's called a hypocaloric diet, and it leads to weight gain. It's as simple as that. And just like fat loss, those results compound over time. Now, no matter how clean or healthy your food is, if you're not in a calorie deficit, fat loss just doesn't happen. Your body fat exists for a reason. It's your built-in survival mechanics. But in modern life, unless you're actively creating a calorie deficit, there's no reason for your body to dip into those reserves. Now, yes, there is also a myth floating around that you can gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. And technically it is possible, but only under particular conditions. Usually for beginners or people returning after a long layoff, or those who have been eating like terribly and suddenly clean things up. But for anyone who's been training seriously and eating reasonably well, trying to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time is one of the slowest, most inefficient paths you can take. You're basically asking your body to do the opposite things at the same time. So here's the bottom line. If you want to lose fat, focus on a hypocaloric diet. If you want to build muscle, you need a hypercaloric diet. Trying to do both at once, that's like running in two directions. Calorie balance is king. It's not the only factor, but it's the biggest. Nail that and you've already won half the battle.